The Denver Broncos are now 8-2. They've won 7 games in a row. Their defense is amazing. This pass rush is as dominant as we've seen in a long time. Their offense, though, is just awful. Are you a believer in Denver as a team that can actually make some noise in the AFC?
Define make some noise, AK, because, are you saying win the Super Bowl? Or
Maybe not win the Super Bowl. That seems like a stretch.
Well, why not? If you're going to make some noise, you might as well make some noise.
Yeah.
What the hell's the sense of saying, oh, we're just kind of legit? Make some noise, Parts. Can they make noise?
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't. It's funny. I was listening to Richard Sherman. I thought he had a great opinion on it. Where he's like, this team's living on the razor's edge. Like, what happens on the game where the sacks don't show up? Mm-hmm. Is this offense going to carry them to a win somewhere?
So, Parts, you're basically saying,
you look at the 8 wins. Yeah.
With those comments, you're
one good one
basically
against
saying,
Philly.
Yeah, you don't trust Bo Nix, is what you're saying.
Like, let's put it this way: it's Buffalo versus Denver right now. Do I think Josh Allen gets sacked 6 times? No. Do I think Josh Allen gets held to 14 points? Absolutely not. So is Bo Nix going to shred Buffalo? I don't. I mean, certainly after watching last night, you don't feel that way. And I think Bo Nix has had some great moments. I mentioned it yesterday. Not in yesterday's game, but before the game. He's been really great in the fourth quarter of games. But, they've got 2 games coming up here in the near future against KC. Like, do I think that Kansas City is going to have a lead in that game? Absolutely. So I'm just not on the, super hype train. I think they're a very great defense, like you said. I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they have, depending on what that seed is, the possibility to upset in the playoffs for sure. But the idea that they're going to get through Kansas City, whether it's on home or on the road or Buffalo, I'm not sure. I'm not buying that yet.
Luke Willson is our guest here in hour 1 of Overdrive, and I mean, it is hard to imagine Denver, with the way that their offense has been operating to this point, would be able to make any real noise in the AFC. But a couple of crucial games this week, Baltimore in action. Like, that's a team that is essentially a must-win scenario, right? Considering where they are, how many games Lamar Jackson has missed. Is that a team still to this point that you view as a real contender in the AFC, the Ravens?
A real contender for the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I think that with Lamar and Derrick Henry, they can beat anyone, but I do think they're still going to struggle to make the playoffs. I think it's a possibility. You look at last week, Pittsburgh obviously kind of turned their fortunes around, big win. But beyond that, as far as that last wild card spot, this defense can't continue to mess up. Now, they've played a lot better the last few weeks. And you look at some of the big numbers they gave up. They are against great teams and great quarterbacks. But still, that being said, there's almost no room or margin for error whatsoever. And the big one is going to be playing the Steelers, because it seems like every year Mike Tomlin finds a way to at least split that, home and home division rivalry. And I think they're going to have to sweep the Steelers this year. So I'm not sure I'm buying them as a contender yet. And they got kind of a lot to prove to me.